Victoria Beckham was spotted out for lunch in London on Wednesday, just hours after her husband David's new Netflix docuseries hit screens, where they opened up about the footballer's affair allegations for the very first time. After attending the premiere for the long-awaited Netflix documentary series on Tuesday night, Victoria, 49, took some time to herself as she enjoyed a glamorous lunch in the capital city. Never one to shy away from getting dolled up, Posh Spice looked the picture of elegance as she donned a black maxi dress from her own fashion collection. The singer turned fashionista used glamour at the London lunch in the timeless black dress, which featured an asymmetrical neckline, and of course, Victoria added her signature edge to the look with a pair of oversized sunglasses. The mum of four finished off the look with a pair of open-toe black sock boots and styled her long brunette locks in a low ponytail. Despite partying at the Netflix premiere after-party, VB looked fresh-faced as she stepped out for lunch on Wednesday afternoon. In their family's brand-new Netflix documentary, David and Victoria have been able to tell their side of the story following affair allegations made by Rebecca Lewis, nearly 20 years after the claims were first made. In 2004, England football star David, 48, was hit with claims he had an affair with Rebecca, 46, who alleged she had a relationship with him while he was playing for Real Madrid. David, who was hit with allegations of affairs with other women, described the claims as ludicrous at the time. Rebecca described herself as David's second wife and made a number of TV and public appearances after making the allegations, including Celebrity Love Island and The Farm. Speaking for the first time about how the affair allegations rocked their marriage, David and Victoria said that they were almost torn apart by it. Rebecca, now 46, sold stories about an alleged affair with the former England captain when she worked as his PA following his move from Manchester United to Real Madrid. "There were some horrible stories that were difficult to deal with. It was the first time that me and Victoria had been put under that kind of pressure in our marriage," David said. The couple, known as Posh and Becks, spoke in depth for the first time about their previous relationship problems, and at the peak of the crisis, Beckham said it felt like they were drowning and he confessed, "I don't know how we got through it." In the documentary, director Fisher Stevens asks 48-year-old Beckham, "Multiple tabloid stories broke, and how did you deal with that?" Beckham replied, "There were some horrible stories that were difficult to deal with. It was the first time that me and Victoria had been put under that kind of pressure in our marriage." Stevens then asks former Spice Girl Victoria, 49, if that was the hardest time in their marriage. She replies, 100%. It was the hardest period for us. Because it felt like the world was against us. And here's the thing, we were against each other, if I'm being completely honest. You know, up until Madrid sometimes it felt like us against everybody else. But we were together. We were connected. We had each other. But when we were in Spain, it didn't really feel that we had each other either. And that's sad. I can't even begin to tell you how hard it was and how it affected me." David adds, "When I first moved to Spain it was difficult because I've been part of a club and a family for my whole career from the age of 15 to I was 27 years old. I get sold overnight. The next minute I am in a city. I don't speak the language. More importantly, I didn't have my family." David describes their marriage was as a feeling of drowning as he explains, "Every time that we woke up we felt there was something else, and I think we both felt at the time that we were, not losing each other, but drowning." There were some days that I would wake up and think, how am I going to go to work? How am I going to walk onto that training pitch? How am I going to look as if nothing's wrong? I felt physically sick every day. When I opened my eyes, how am I going to do this? When the director asks how they survived, Beckham adds, I don't know how we got through it in all honesty. Victoria is everything to me. To see her hurt was incredibly difficult. But we are fighters. And at that time we needed to fight for each other, we needed to fight for our family. And what we had was worth fighting for. But ultimately it's our private life. Despite the incredibly difficult time, David and Victoria recently celebrated 25 years of marriage. Follow Mirror Celebs on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.
I just need some that will wake me up enough to fight, 'cause you let me down it for me to. Now let me count the minutes. I just need some new, make me come up. We were that we had to first.